The DISD Superintendent Mike Miles is here tonight to answer questions about the district's involvement. You have had a long day, so we appreciate you being here tonight because your day started at 6 a.m. when you got the call about these 5 students.
Yes, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, lots of parents have a lot of questions. Before we get into those, though, we want to again talk about those 4 schools these 5 students attended. Those schools are Conrad High, Hotchkiss Elementary, Dandy Rogers Elementary, and Tasby Middle School. Jack Low Elementary is also being monitored because of how close it is to Tasby. Now, we heard in Zahid's story a lot of parents pulled their kids out of school today, but you say, you know what, go back to school, it's fine.
Yes, it is safe to be at school. This day has been about safety of our kids. That's always paramount, and then information. We think the more we can give information to our parents and our students and our staff, then the more they'll know about the situation and they'll realize that it is safe to go to school.
All right, so it's great to get them the ABCs, the information, but there's that fear factor that comes with it too.
Sure.
You heard some of those kids saying, I'm afraid my after-school classes, you know, as far as workouts and things have been canceled. They're nervous. You understand that part of it too, though, right? We
certainly understand the reaction of kids and staff. And, again, the best way to defend against that is by giving information as much as we can and to carry on school as normal. Because the chances of anyone contracting the virus is minuscule. We are working with experts from the United States, the CDC,
right.
Centers for Disease Control, have flown in, and they are experts at their job. They know about this virus, and they're helping us, and we feel very confident in their expertise. And so we're sure our schools are safe, and that's where the kids should be tomorrow.
All right, so what if a parent wants to say, I'm going to keep my child out of school tomorrow? Is that an excused absence? Are you going to allow that, or you say, you know what, get to school? Yeah,
we're going to look at that, but here's what we're doing.
Okay.
We've put even more healthcare professionals at the 5 schools, additional nurses. So if a child or parent has some concern about their health or about the situation, they can go to the school, get that information from a healthcare professional, somebody who understands this disease and understands the situation, and they can get more information. So that's where we would hope parents would go instead of just keeping their kids at home and not trying to find out more.
Well, DISD really has done a great job of trying to get the information out there. So let me give a phone number, and it's also on our website, which is myfoxdfw.com. This is your hotline that you've set up.
Right.
That phone number is 972-925-5810. You also have your dallasisd.org/health updates that people can go to as well. So you've got people on campus, and you've got the hotline, and you've got the online access. And from what Zahid said, you've got folks cleaning schools tonight, too.
We always clean schools, but we have additional. That's right. We have additional people there, just so that we take that off the table. So because we understand that some people might be concerned. We don't think there's any chance of the virus being there, but let's just take that off the table by having additional crews there, and that's what they've been doing. So you've seen that they're working hard tonight.
And talk about the 5 children who are now going to be out of school for the next 21 days. What are you doing as an educator to educate these kids? Because they're going to be at home.
Right. So after safety, the next thing is how do we educate those students? And so you'll see tomorrow, we'll be sending computers or iPads with hotspots so that they can get their homework assignments online, do Skype, and we're going to try to keep them up to date with their classes and assignments that way.
So talk about this school, Tasby, the one, or Low, which is quite near to Tasby. It's not one of the schools that these 5 students attended, but you're keeping a close eye on that school. Explain to parents why that is, if there should be no concern about going to school.
Because Jack Low Elementary School is right next door to Tasby Middle School. And so just, again, abundance of caution. We want to make sure that we treat that school the same way we're treating Tasby.
So what's next then for parents, for you? What does your day hold? Is another 6 a.m. day for you tomorrow?
I think all hands are on deck, right? And by the way, the same thing has been with the city, the county health, Clay Jenkins, Judge Jenkins. All hands are on deck to try to help ensure that the patient is taken care of, and it's good to hear that he's improving, but also to make sure that the community feels safe and the kids feel safe. So tomorrow's an all hands on deck. day also, so we'll have additional nurses on campus, additional translators on campus, additional security just to help with traffic if there's anything. So all of that is going to happen tomorrow as well.
So you mentioned the extra cleaning of the schools for tonight. Will that extra cleaning continue then into tomorrow for the next few days,
Yep.
or is it just tonight? And
Yes, it will continue the next few days,
Okay.
and then we'll make an assessment on Friday night whether we need to continue it next week. As far as the cleaning, we know that the nurses will be there more than just this week. They'll be into next week, the additional nurses on campus.
And in talking about the nurses and any questions that parents might have, one of the reasons that you're so confident that no other students will be affected is because these 5 students, these kids, they were not symptomatic when they were at school. They were not throwing up and they didn't have fever, those sorts of things.
That's correct, and,
Okay.
and that's important. Thanks for mentioning that, because if there aren't any symptoms, you have 0 chance
Okay.
of contracting the virus. So we're fortunate the kids did not have any symptoms, so that's why we feel really good. These steps we're taking, though, these are precautionary things. We might as well do, go over and above.
Sure.
And we want to make sure that our parents feel good. The most important thing is safety, but the second thing is making sure they're informed. I think just like you heard earlier, people just want that information, and when they have that information, they'll make good decisions.
All right, and another way again to get that information, the hotline number is there on your screen. It is 972-925-5810. And again, the Dallas website is dallasisd.org/health updates. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know you've had a super long day, so we
Thanks
sure
for giving me
appreciate
the
you
opportunity.
being here tonight. Thank you.